Hey, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. So the 10-year is at 3.689, right? CPI came out. Everything was pretty much what the expectation was. Still set the 10-year up. So we'll wait and see if the dust settles a little bit tomorrow. And then, what we'll do is we'll start digging into kind of what we expect the next movements to be. I think this whole bank thing has really got everybody on edge right now, and they're just trying to figure out what the heck they're going to do with these bailouts. If I'm reading that they're giving some bailouts, whether the appropriate thing to do, the inappropriate thing to do. We'll just see how that fight takes care of itself. But anyways, 10-year 3.689. What else? So yesterday we talked a little bit about being ready, being pre-qualified, then being pre-approved, being ready to pull the trigger when the time is right, taking advantage of dips in the market, right? So we have a client who is pre-approved, working with one of our top agents, and went out, found a house they fell in love with, beautiful place, and guess what? Hey, what's it going to look like, right? And can we bump up a little bit? She was pre-qualified at a level. They need a little bit more, not a bunch, but a little bit more. So what we do, we go right to the tax assessor site. Give me the address, go to tax assessor site, look at the property taxes, boom, boom, boom. Those were quite a bit lower than what we estimate at. We always try to estimate medium high, right? So we usually end up in a good spot. So they were lower, which was great. And then rerun pricing, and pricing was a quarter better than the last time that we ran it, right? So she could definitely bump up. And now there's an offer in on this property that she's absolutely in love with. And I know with this agent, better than great odds that she'll win the offer, and this person will be able to buy the house of their dreams, right? So that's great stuff. What else? Got the 203K. We have a client that we called us last week, was working with a lender, was very disappointed in the process and how they were handling him. Came over to us with a renovation loan, qualified for conventional or 203K. It just seems like the 203K worked out to be a better deal for him as far as funds to close and that type of thing. So we're going 203K. That thing's submitted into production, into processing, title ordered, appraisal ordered, and we're going to do what they call a spot approval, right? So we move all the documentation and the file into our condo department. They'll reach out to the HOA. They'll collect all the docs that they need. And in a situation with condominiums, if you're using an FHA loan, the first thing you do is you go to the FHA portal and says, hey, this development or this community is approved or not approved. This one's not approved, so the development's not approved. But with a spot approval, you can take all that information, push it in, and go, hey, guess what? But we can approve this loan, this unit for an FHA mortgage. So we're hoping that works out. But anyways, FHA, renovation, 203K, spot approval, right, for the condo. So just a little extra work we have to do there, right? What else? Talked to a gentleman today, just getting ready to close on an investment property, selling it, taking those funds, moving it into a 1031 exchange for a little bit, and then going to come out, and he's working with one of our building partners. So he's going to buy new construction as an investment. He's going to roll that investment into the new investment property, right? And hopefully he's going to realize some great appreciation and stuff like that. So 203Ks, 1031 exchanges. What else? Another client today, or an agent of ours called and said, hey, got to ask you about, again, going back to these condominiums, right? There's things you got to know about these things. Hey, what percentage of rentals can you have, right, in a condominium, right? So it just depends. FHA has their guidelines, and conventional has their guidelines. Primary residence, FHA, primary conventional versus non-owner occupied. So, and you can't have non-owner occupied FHA, it's for primary residence. So for conventional, hey, conventional owner occupied, 1%, conventional non-owner another percentage. So you got to know these things, right? You got to know them going in so you can give the right advice. You can say, hey, yeah, we can do this, and you don't have to skip it, right? Know your guidelines. We talked about that yesterday. Know your guidelines. Make sure your lender knows their guidelines, right? What else? I think that's it. Pre-approvals, 203Ks, a 10-year, percentage of rentals and condominiums, spot approvals. We're into all of it, right? So we had that, and we actually had some regular loans to do today too. So anyways, man, we're staying busy, and I love when we get to explore options and different types of loan programs. No ratio we talked about today, which we have employment, but we don't have to show income for all different types of properties, primary, second investment. And then also we looked at a DCSR or DSCR debt service ratio thing for investment properties, where again you show employment but no income, and you just have to show that the rental property can handle itself by itself with the lease or the rent, right? So anyways, if you have any questions, 404-915-6834 or GlickMortgage.com. Have a fantastic evening. Take care.